d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, e4, d6, bishop e2, castle kingside, bishop e3, knight a6, h4, e5, d5, h5, queen d2, knight c5, f3, bishop d7, bishop d1, a5, b3, queen b8, knight ge2, b5, c takes b5, bishop takes b5, knight takes b5, queen takes b5, castle kingside, rook fb8, rook c1, king h7, knight c3, queen d3, queen takes d3, knight takes d3, rook c2, bishop h6, bishop takes h6, king takes h6, knight a4, rook a7, bishop e2, knight b4, rook d2, knight d7, rook c1, rook b7, king f2, f5, king e3, f4 check, king f2, g5, rook c6, rook b8, h takes g5 check, king takes g5, rook c3, rook b7, g3, f takes g3 check, king takes g3, h4 check, king f2, rook a8, rook c1, knight f6, rook g1 check, king h6, rook h1, king g5, rook d1, knight h5, f4 check, e takes f4, bishop takes h5, king takes h5, king f3, rook g8, rook takes h4 check, king takes h4, rook h1 check, king g5, rook g1 check, king f6, rook takes g8, knight takes a2, king takes f4, Knight C1. Rook F8 check. King E7. Rook H8. Rook takes B3. Rook H7 check. King D8. King F5. Knight E2. E5. Knight D4 check. King E4. Rook B4. Rook H8 check. King D7. Rook H7 check. King C8. Knight C3. Knight B5 check. King D3. Rook B3. Rook H8 check. King B7. E6. Rook takes C3 check. King D2. Rook C5. E7. Rook takes D5 check. King C2. Rook E5. E8 promotes to Queen. Rook takes E8. Rook takes E8. D5. King B3. Knight D6. Rook D8. King C6. Rook A8. Knight C4. Rook H8. King B5. Rook H7. C6. Rook B7 check. King C5. King A4. D4. King B3. Knight B6. Rook A7. King B5. King C2. C5. King D3. A4. Rook H7. A3. Rook A7. Knight A4. Rook B7 check. King C6. Rook A7. King B5. Rook B7 check. King A6. Rook B3. Knight B2 check. King C2. Knight C4. Rook B8. King A7. Rook B1. King A6. Rook B8. Knight A5. Rook B1. C4. Rook B4. A2. Rook A4. King B5. Rook takes A2. Knight C6. Rook A3. King B4. Rook A8. King C5. Rook C8. King D5. Rook C7. Knight E5. King D2. King E4. Rook E7. King D5. Rook C7. Knight C6. King C2. King D6. Rook C8. King C5. Rook C7. King D5. Rook C8. Knight E7. Rook D8 check. King C5. Rook E8. D3 check. King D2. Knight D5. Rook H8. Knight F6. Rook D8. Knight E4 check. King E3. Knight D6. King D2. King D5. King C3. King C6. Rook H8.